Hey guys, so we finally made it to Canada, and this is how the rest of our journey was.
So guys, we reached the Belgrade airport at 5:30 in the morning and our flight was at 9 am. The first thing we did after reaching the airport was check-in, and it started around 6:30. After check-in, we went to the first floor where our immigration was. The immigration guys didn't ask any question, they just checked the COVID negative test, and after that they stamped our passport. And once we finished with our immigration, we went to the lounge area, or you can say the waiting area, and there we waited for around 1 hour. So after waiting for 1 hour, the security check was happening, and after the security check, we went to board our flight. It was an Airbus from Belgrade to Istanbul, A321. The experience was pretty good as compared to the Lufthansa 319. The seats were more comfortable, the equipment were more good, the overall experience I would say was better and much more comfortable than the Lufthansa flight.
So as soon as we reached Istanbul, the first thing we had to do was a regular security check-in. We went through there, the entire gadgets were asked to be removed and everything happened. After that, we proceeded to the gate. So at the gate there was a huge line. People were checking documents right at the gate. So the documents they asked us for was the PCR test, and after we showed them the PCR test and the boarding pass, they wanted to see the university letter, which is the enrollment letter you get from TRU. And if you are from any other university, make sure you have an enrollment letter. If you don't, they might not allow you. But as far as you have all your documents in place, there's no need to worry, because they tried to intimidate us just by clicking a picture of the same enrollment letter, but it doesn't make a difference honestly. So it was a pretty smooth experience at Istanbul as well. There was something called random security check happening at the next line, but they were only sending those people whom they felt they needed to check again. Otherwise, for us, like in my case and Tasin's case, nothing was asked for and no need for random security check. We were just asked to board the flight, so it was pretty smooth. So the flight from Istanbul to Vancouver was a pretty smooth one. It was a Turkish airline flight again, and it was a Boeing 757. It was a huge flight. We were lucky enough to have a third seat empty, so it was just me and Tasin on the same seat and one seat empty in the middle. And we were served 2 meals. The meals were good. The entire experience was very amazing. It was supposed to be an 11-hour 45-minute flight, but it turned out to be say around 12.5-hour flight. Just because of some traffic and weather conditions, it was delayed. I slept throughout the entire flight, but Tasin was trying to enjoy the series and he slept for 2 days. That is why this vlog is late.
Once we got down at the Vancouver International Airport, we first went to the kiosk where we had to fill the details of our passport and sign a declaration form. And after filling that, we received a receipt from it, and we took that receipt and went to the security counter where the guys checked our passport and the COVID negative test, and he asked the reason why we are in Canada. After giving the answers, we were told to collect our baggage and move to the immigration counter. So once we collected our bag, we went to the immigration where the line was very small, and only 5 to 7 people were ahead of us. When our turn came, the guy just asked why we are here in Canada, and we said that we are on a study permit, so we came to study here. And after that, he asked for our port of entry letter, which we receive on GCK. And once we gave him the port of entry letter, he just issued us the study permit in 5 minutes. So it was very smooth process, and no unnecessary question were asked to us at this place.
So as soon as we received a study permit, our work technically was done at the airport, but at the exit they were testing us for COVID. So we were guided to those booths. First we had to register ourselves. So the details they wanted was our passport, our name, our email address, and one working number in Canada. So please keep one working number in Canada handy of anyone, your friend, your family, whoever is available, because they might want it to contact. They won't contact for sure, but they might contact is what they said. So just make sure you have one number handy. Once they register you, you'll be guided to the testing booth. They'll take one swab, they'll put it in your mouth and both the nostrils, and once you're done you'll be asked to leave. So while leaving you'll be given a self COVID testing hand kit, and you'll have to use that on the 8th day of your quarantine, and that's about it. After that you're free to exit the airport. If you have booked a 3-day quarantine at a hotel which has a shuttle service, you'll have to ask at the reception where you'll be able to get the shuttle service. And if not, like in my case, we had booked the 3-day quarantine at Exchange Hotel Vancouver, so it didn't have a shuttle service. What it had was, you come by a cab, you show them the receipt, they'll give you the payment for the same. So in case you're someone who's been stuck for a while now and is desperate to travel right now, I guess via Belgrade would be the best route in my knowledge, because I've personally traveled with Tasin, so even he knows, even I know, we both know that this is the best option available. There are other options as well, but I am not someone to comment on that because I have no experience about it. Rest assured, whichever route you try, I am pretty sure no one's gonna send you back home just for traveling to Canada with a valid study permit. So as long as you have your documents in place and you have the route planned, I don't think so there should be any issues. So all the best, keep in touch. Let us know if you plan to come anytime soon.